really made me happy. She was going, think about all the stuff you've done to that car just in the last year. It's true. So I figured I'd do a quick little walk around, talk about some of the stuff we've accomplished this year, the end of 2017, and kind of walk through some of the things that it still needs. Check it out. If we start with this nice grill, you'll notice the grill, all you T-Bird guys like me, that is a 65 grill. 65 at the uprights. That's one thing that just came to mind. So first project, we cleaned it. It was heavily dirty, very, very dirty. So I'm looking at the car. The next project comes right up to mine that we did this year. We repainted the top. It still needs buffed. And you'll be amazed when I'm done what that looks like when I'm done. So we painted the top. And if you remember, the backside was pink. The roof was pink. So what else have we done this year? Well, let's recap. Earlier videos, you recognize my new fuel pump. Mechanical fuel pump. Very first thing I ever did. Drove the car home with a leaky fuel pump. It's amazing I didn't blow myself up. Then we replaced the coil. Then we replaced fuel lines. Then we pulled valve covers, painted them blue. OEM apparently is actually gold, so I found that out the other day. Then we monkeyed around with this linkage till the end of time. And Sam finally bailed me out and helped me figure that one out. And then I made that cool snazzy bracket down there. I did the valve covers. I did I painted the filter thing. I'm at a loss for words. Forgive me. What else did we do? We did a new brake booster, which I never filmed because of liability reasons and scared. We went through the coolant system, meaning I repaired this, painted this just because I wanted to look cool, flushed out the radiator. I replaced this hose, OEM. I replaced the lower radiator hose, which we cannot see, but it's down there. I also replaced these transmission lines that were leaking severely. What else? I almost forgot, and I need to still fix my wiring. We put new fans on. We also replaced the battery with the new Optima battery. The tray below is rusted out, so I gotta fix that. We attempted to fix the leaky exhaust manifold. That's going to be on pause because big news. So the big formal announcement is I'm moving and I will get a new home for my T-Bird. And so T-Bird project is going to be on, it's not going to be on the brakes, but it's going to be simple, easy tinker stuff. I'm going to try not to buy parts. I did get a window motor from a really cool guy. You guys should check out his channel. His name's Corvette Ben, and I watch his channel all the time. He does have a T-Bird right now. I'm not sure how much longer he's going to keep it, but he might have some parts still if you need it. It looks just like mine, except needs a little more work, but I ended up getting a window motor from him. And he was really cool. He held it for me for a long time because I was just going crazy buying parts, so I got that coming. So as far as under the engine, that's about it. Upgrades to the engine at some point. Oh, I'm sorry. I did do the little fuel filter deal and some springs and stuff like that. But I did do an oil change, all the filters. I did do new spark plugs. Those are original wires. I have a new cap, but when I pulled the cap, it looked like it was brand new, so I didn't replace it. I did replace a bunch of hoses, and I fixed a ton of vacuum leaks. And that I did put new gaskets, carb gaskets, because that was leaking. I put new lock washers and nuts on there, and that's kept it from leaking. I also put a new accelerator pump cam in. I went through 3 different ones. I think I landed with the green one, I believe. Gave enough lift and duration that I was happy with. Paint, we covered that. Wipers don't work. It's on the list. It's on the list. Rearview mirror pulled off, repaired, new gaskets. Mirror, this window not working. This window always working, still working. Paint. This all needs to get polished out. I do have a rust hole here which I need to repair. I also need to clean up my mess on some things, which you guys may have noticed. I also need to pull this trim off and finish cleaning this up, which I did half of it. Lazy, that's probably the best word. Back trunk lid lock, still need to do that. I did repaint the whole trunk. Everything else back here seems to be okay. Interior, we did new door seals right there, which apparently is one of the words I struggle with, because watching my previous video was pretty hilarious. I put a new dash mat, which the dash is in fine shape. That's just strictly to be a dork. The Speedo didn't work when I got it. I replaced the Speedo, previous episode. All my gauges, fixed all of those. I think 2 of them didn't work. I don't remember which ones, but I fixed them. Clean. Lots of cleaning in here. It was in a field, and it showed it. I was missing a piece of chrome under here. Dick Hogan gave me a piece of chrome. I don't think that's a standard go-to, but he really was nice on that one. Everything else back here and all the interior is basically cleanorama. This window worked when I bought the car, no longer works. So that's a project. This wing window doesn't work. This wing window doesn't work. This wing window doesn't work. So yeah, basically I have one working window. Lame. Yeah, I know. These switches, I replaced all of them. Still doesn't work. Replaced all of them. That's the window motor I am getting from Corvette Ben. Really cool guy. Check out his channel. Those are the window motors at some point I'll have to get. I do want to repair this steering wheel. But I love the feel and look of the steering wheel, so I'm not going to go crazy changing stuff up. So in typical nerd fashion, I had to change up the intro to this video, because the last video I made at the junkyard, my wife goes, it's very Miami Vice, so I thought, hey, let's try it, but speaking of which, that antenna needs change for the OEM one, because whatever that is nerdy. Yeah, I love the car. Takeaways from the car this year: don't have to move so fast, be patient, and be patient. Love the car, very thankful for the car. It's really a gift from my wife, which I appreciate. And check out Corvette Ben's channel. I also watch a guy called Rusto Dan. Yeah, I don't know why I blanked on that one. Rusto Dan's pretty cool too. Check him out. Alright guys, let's have a good week. And oh yeah, fender skirts, I put those little gaskets on. I got new hubcaps because the car was missing 2 hubcaps, and I got all 4 new tires. I almost forgot that one. We've done a lot this year. It's been a very accomplished year on this car, and I can get in and drive it just about anywhere. I did put, oh, see, I keep forgetting. I put a new thermostat on it. I also have a full book that I keep of every receipt, every cent I've spent on this car, including the stuff that didn't make it. Like, I still haven't done the head gaskets. I got the head gaskets. I've got all the gaskets to rebuild that engine. That'll be a me and Sam project later, or Sam project. We'll see how that goes. But, you know, I've saved every cent. So, I can tell you I'm less than 10 grand in the car. I think I'm less than 8. I'd have to look and tally it all up, but total buying the car. So it's not been a real expensive car. What I will tell you is if you're patient, you can find whatever you want for a pretty decent deal. I think if I was more patient, I would have found I don't know. I mean, sometimes you think that, but I fell in love with this car. I found it here in Tucson, and I love this car. I'm so happy I got it. So, hey, let's have a blessed next year. Keep positive. Check out Corvette Ben. He's a cool dude. And if you need parts, send him up too. All right, later, guys. So here's the binder I made for it. You can tell it's pretty packed with stuff. This is when I first bought the car. Out in the field. I did actually. I've saved everything in this book. So I've saved where I've got the, when I had to pop the lock on the car. I saved all, that's the original picture I ever took of the interior. First test drive. First taking it home, my family checking it out. When we first got it. Saved from when I got the tires. I saved every receipt, so all my favorite pictures. First time I broke down. Still had the original tires on it then. Anyway, I saved every receipt. I've saved as many pictures when I got the original hubcaps. Some of my projects along the way. Those radiator hoses, or tranny hoses I fixed. When my brother cruising, we overheated that trip. I remember that. Me and my twin. So, you know, as I'm going through here, I've got every little thing saved. Here's the first carburetor gasket. My car show we did. So, as you go, I would suggest if you guys are doing a project, start saving the info. It's really nice to have.